Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. As every Thursday, 10 p.m. Italian time, we are back with our friends from Turin Giants. Here you can see it live, then you can see it in replay if you miss it. If you're not able to watch it, you can, of course, listen to us on Spotify, on Apple Podcast Music, whatever, on Turin Giants. If you want to see our friends even more, you know it. Their YouTube channel is tagged. It is in the description. Turin Giants official on YouTube, and you can find all of us at Nintendo because today not only we have three bald men and one with hair, but we also have three beautiful t-shirts. The Scoop is in the house. Thank you, Frederic. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Farad. Thank you to all of you for that beautiful gift.
Well, thank you for wearing it. It looks fantastic. It looks better on you than it looks on me.
Us, not just you, us. And I would like to take the time to thank you, Beppe, for the wonderful time we spent together and you welcoming me into your city and showing me these lovely things and having these nice conversations. It was amazing. It's still something that I look back on and with really fond memories. So thank you so much for that.
No. Thank you for driving up to Brussels. We had a really beautiful afternoon. I must say, it's always nice to see people in a real life talking about life, about everything, about Juve, about football. We went to a vintage football store. Then we recorded the video that a lot of people watched and they enjoy it. So beautiful comments. Thank you also to all the people that watched it. Really, really appreciate it. And I really wanted to say, but he's probably not in the live because he is in Wolfsburg, where our women did 2-2, but the package arrived. The package arrived, Federico. So soon I will make some content out of it because there are some beautiful scarves, there are some vintage items. I can't wait to say. Here you go. So I can't wait to say thank you to our friend Federico. Speaking about the women. They were winning 2-0 against Wolfsburg for the first leg of Champions League playoffs. At the end, 82nd and 95th minute, unfortunately, they bottled it. 2-2 for our women that are doing really beautiful things in Champions League this season. But it's not the first time that the last minutes for our women's are a total disaster. So there is a return game in our home. So hopefully we will go through because they totally deserve it. Speaking about the next gen, for a second, they are doing something totally crazy. Totally crazy. They had a really beautiful start of the season for the first time ever, because usually we start really bad. Then they had a moment of drowse, of, can we call it, difficulty. We were not doing what we were doing in the beginning, and since a few months now, they are flying. Today, again, they have beaten their opponent 4-2 with the first goal of Teoman Gunduz, with, again, 2 goals from Simone Guerra. Cherry, that is back already, the second goal in 2 games. They are flying. They are flying. And who knows if these guys put it in their mind that they really want to go up in second division. So congratulations to them. Good luck to the women for the return game. Do you want to add something on next gen women, or we go towards our first team?
Real quickly, the scarf I have right here from Federico, the Sempre Convoy Juve women's supporter scarf, fantastic. So, I love supporting all the teams of Juventus. So if you get that one, certainly support the women in whatever way you can. This is my way because you can't really get many of the games in the US. And the next gen, I'm so excited for what they can do, especially with the players that brought in in the winter market, because they're never at this stage playing this well at this time of the season. So I'm very curious and interested in what they can do over the rest of their season and in the promotion playoffs.
I always said that second division or going up was not in the plans of Juve. Especially not in last season, because we don't have to forget, if you go up, you're really changing a lot in terms of infrastructure, in terms of investments. And it was not immediately planned, but I don't know. I don't know what these guys are about to do. So congratulations to them and good luck. Buongiorno, buonanotte to Salman. The Turkish guy is doing well. Yeah. He has a really beautiful impact. Gunduz. Eldar, that is supporting Juve and Galatasaray, is a bit in difficulty at the moment. Even if to him, Well, it will be an Inter that will beat Juve and Galatasaray that will beat Juve, because he made a prediction a bit earlier that I lost
Ooh.
somewhere. Let's see. We will go towards a prediction later today. Bogdan, buongiorno, buonasera bianconero. Lab, ciao dottore 1S. Davide, che c'è sempre con noi. Buonasera, 404 Juventini of the world. Ciao a tutti. Ciao a tutti. Ragazzi, a big one happened on Saturday. Contract extension of Kenan Yildiz 2030. I already gave my opinion about it. So who wants to start sharing their opinion about 2030? Even if I watched a short already from Frederic. So let's end with Fred. I want to hear Zach and Kevin.
So it's great. First and foremost, to lock that down. I think it was becoming a bit of a distraction, and I think there were a number of people fearful that we wouldn't get this done. I like the management and Elkan and Kamoli putting their money where their mouth is and investing into the undisputed star of this team that we can build a future around, assuming we can get the right parts in the midfield, the defense, and the goalkeeper maybe as well. But it's great to see that investment there, and that structure, and to hear the words from Kenan, especially, I think were really a beautiful thing. However, not to be the negative person, but I'll put it out there as well. Just because he's contracted until 2030 doesn't mean we're going to see him wearing our black and white kit until 2030. And I'm very concerned that if we continue to slip, and we have a very difficult remainder of this month ahead of us, if Roma, Como sneak into that 4th place spot ahead of us, we need to make sales this summer. And who's our most marketable player that can help rectify a financial situation should we not be getting Champions League revenue? And maybe I'm just being too negative. I like that you're shaking your head. But
No, Kevin, I can already tell you, whatever happens, Kenan Yildiz stays with Juve this summer. Then in the future,
yeah,
I don't know.
It's just like, is this just a thing where we're going to have him for a year or two, whether we're in Champions League or not, and we're going to see him go for 180, 200 million a couple years from now? Or are we going to be talking about him the way that we talk about a Nedved, a Platini, a Del Piero in the future, when we get into the 2030s of the legacy he's left?
I don't believe in contract lengths.
Yeah.
I don't believe in it. One player can sign today and can be gone and can be gone in 2 weeks. We saw it with Savona last summer, extended the contract and he went to Nottingham. Some players are signing year by year, and then they continue to be there for a long legacy. Of course, in 2026, I don't believe anymore in these extremely long legacies of players. Totti, Del Piero can always happen, but it's really more difficult today. But no, contract, it means the message that you're sending at that moment. But one thing that I can reassure Kevin and all the people, and hopefully we will not be in that scenario, whatever happens this season, Kenan stays now. Then in the future, we don't know.
And that's kind of what my opinion. When it was a month or two ago, maybe even longer, where on your show, Beppe, we talked, do you re-sign Yildiz? And some folks said, no. He's got more to prove. He's inconsistent, this or the other. Well, my opinion was sign him immediately for whatever the price is, because of what he stands for with regards to Juventus, as well as the message it sends, not only the fans, but also everybody in that locker room. And I think it not only it sent a message that I wasn't even ready for when I shared that opinion a few months ago. It also showed the faith he has in the manager that we have. After Mota and Tudor, him resigning, now talks of McKennie maybe being open to staying and stuff. It's all, I think, indicative of faith returning in the players to the vision behind this Juventus team. And that sparks, at least in the players, not because of Ottolini or Kamoli or Elkan, but because of Spalletti, the man on the sidelines who's guiding them through these games. And that gives me a lot of optimism, in addition to having Yildiz around for longer, that they're believing in who we are, when a lot of us, 6 months ago, were questioning, what is this Juventus? Who are we? What are we even doing here? How that turntable has turned.
I agree with that. And before listening to Frederic, let me do two things. The first one is saying hello to my friend Hashball. By the way, today we uploaded a video that is in collaboration between Hashball and myself. You can watch it on YouTube. It's already available. It's 30 minutes of really, really, really a lot of fun. So if you didn't yet, go and watch that video because it's really nice, where we had 250 million value of transfer market to make the best Serie A team, a team ready to win the competition. So go and watch it. Buongiorno to my friend Haj. And then the second thing before listening to Fred that I wanted to show you is this one. No. Attention, I don't want to spoil the game of later. Kenan Yildiz inspires Barcelona youth. So it starts to be a bit viral now. But a 16 years old baller, because he's a good player, from La Masia, Orian Goren, after celebrating, went with the Kenan Yildiz celebration, the star celebration. And I mean, I have been a coach of youth players of 12, 13 years old, and they love to do this celebration of Bellingham, Holland. But when you see that being done from a 16 years old, and we know that in Barcelona at 17, you're already in first team sometimes, or you need to wait until you're 18, whatever. But when I saw that, I was extremely happy, because that's what I was saying when he signed the contract. To me, it's much more than just black and white signature. It's a message to the world. And seeing someone from the Youth Academy of Barcelona doing it indirectly is putting Juventus on the front page. So I was extremely happy to see that. Fred. Try again. No, now you're on mute. Try again.
No.
He's auto muting. We don't want to hear from Frederic right
But
now.
more importantly, can he do it? Can Fred do it?
Oh,
he's
you
gotta figure
trained,
out his-
Kevin. You trained, Kevin.
He's been practicing. What I saw recently was that some people were saying, well, Juventus is fun again. From the Yildiz celebration to the choreographed goal celebrations for some of our players. And I think that just gives a lot of people warm and fuzzy feelings. Like we all are very passionate about this club, and it feels good to see the fandom outside of our own pick up on Juventus. It's a sign that maybe we're returning to where we should be as the preeminent Italian club, and so on and so forth. So I love it. I think that gives me excitement about what this player, but also this team could do.
Am I back, by the way?
Yeah, you are.
Ah, nice. I forgot the question, Beppe. What was your question to me?
No,
again?
opinion about the contract extension of Kenan Yildiz, and I don't know, a few thoughts about it before we go to the game, because I prepared a special one. It will be a big debate here, right, between Zach, Kevin, Fred, and even myself, and the chat.
The Kenan thing is positive, no matter how how you twist or turn it. It's still positive. It's a sign that we're moving forward, actually, and we're taking the right steps. Because I'm pretty sure that Kenan wouldn't have signed, although he gets a big bag of money with it. But I don't think he would have signed if he didn't have any reassurances about the future. And we spoke about that in our previous post game, I think. Kev, correct me if I'm wrong. But I stated that if Kenan wants to become the true superstar, he needs to be surrounded by people who make him that superstar, in terms of him having to work a bit less and have that freshness in front of goal for that assist, for that goal. And I think if he has that, and he can play with people with the same mentality and the same vision and mindset, and even the futuristic look of it all, then I think we might be onto something. So I definitely feel he was gotten reinsurances. As for the extension, it doesn't mean that much. If he wants to leave, he'll leave. If Juventus wanted to accept an offer, they will. If it's till 2030 or 2045, it makes little to no difference in this day and age, I think. What I do think makes a massive difference is the fact that Kenan trusts in Juve and Juve trusts in Kenan. And that's a good way to move forward.
Let me say thank you to Sam Zaid with a beautiful donation. Grande Beppe, grandi giganti. What I worry the most about is lack of clear long-term project. If we want to win the Champions League, we need to build up the squad every single year and not just patch stuff up. I kind of agree, but in a way, I also disagree, because a project that you are starting doesn't mean that it's a successful project. Initially, when you build a project in your mind, it is a winning project. Then you start, it's not working. Sometimes you need to start from scratch again. And for example, the idea of Juve at a certain moment was to start with Cristiano Giuntoli. It didn't work. It didn't work, and we were obliged to stop and starting a new project. We could have continued with the same project, but if you don't believe in it anymore, if it's not shown on the field, if unfortunately financially you understand that you are going against the wall, well, these are moments where you need to readdress. I think that from at the moment, I see a clear medium project. I see a structure that has been totally changed. I see a Kenan Yildiz that signed black on white with reassurances, like Zach said. So I see a project. Will it be a winning project? I don't know. This we will need to show it on the field. This season already qualifying to Champions League, from the next seasons starting to win also silverware. But winning, and especially Champions League, it's not something I can guarantee you, as far as I know, that I don't know any club on earth that is planning the win of Champions League, that says this is our objective, this year we need to do it. The only clubs that did it, they totally failed, like a Paris Saint-Germain with Messi, with Neymar. From the moment that they didn't plan to do it immediately, but they wanted to build towards it, that's the moment they win it. So winning a Champions League is a dream, is an ultimate objective, but cannot be put in your, especially not in your financial one or in your sporting result. Impossible. Before going back, I want to go with the game because it's an important one. It's a really important one, and I want all of you to participate. So attenzione, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
I am.
Super easy game. Not this one. It's this one. This one is the game. Okay, guys, I have 24 players next to Kenan Yildiz. I want you to to choose who was stronger at the age of Kenan Yildiz. So it's really difficult because you must do, and you have to do an abstraction of the following of their career. But at that moment, when they were 20 in their clubs, and I made it easier, I always took a picture from the club they were when they were 20. I tried also to go into their year. Who was stronger at that age? We start with the first one. Kenan Yildiz or Phil Foden, season 21-22 at Manchester City?
Are we going to go up, down like Zach, Kev, me?
No, whatever. It's a discussion between all of us. Huh? You can just go black on white, or you can explain, give me some details. Here, I see already. Look here, zero delays. He knows. He understood the game. Obviously, Kenan.
Yeah.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a question. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Foden didn't start popping until later.
Yeah, he was brought on slowly. Yildiz has been impactful even last year. Been one of our best players. So it's got to be
Kenan Yildiz. We go to the next one. If we all agree, we have no problem. Kenan Yildiz or Sancho Dortmund 2020?
Sancho.
I mean, he was excellent at Dortmund.
Yeah.
Sancho was, yeah. At that season, he was better, in my opinion.
It was a top Dortmund in 2020. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Yildiz.
I go as well, like Zach. I go with Yildiz.
Yildiz was more important to his team and has produced more, if I'm not mistaken, has produced more and or will end up producing more goals and assists over the course of this campaign.
Yeah, but we have the benefit of judging Sancho for how the rest of his career has played out.
I'm just talking about
I think in that
2020.
moment, I'm with Frey. I think this is Sancho in that moment, and for what he was delivering and where we thought the trajectory was.
2020 was his worst year at Dortmund.
Let me answer immediately. Der Hut-Matcher. Beppe, please do a match preview with Uncle Sharma. No way. Never in my life I do a pre-match with Uncle Sharma. Never. Never. I did it one time. And we lost. And I said to Raul, never again I do a match preview with you because you are bringing bad luck to the channel. So I never do it again. He knows. I can do whatever content with Uncle Sharma, not a match preview for Inter Juve. Let's go with the next one. Holland, Holland 2021 Dortmund or Kenan Yildiz?
Haaland.
Yeah.
He was strong, huh?
Yeah.
He was strong. He was really strong. I see the chat agrees as well. Kenan Yildiz, Mbappe, first year, Paris Saint-Germain.
Mbappe.
Yeah.
Mbappe was something different. Mamma mia. That Mbappe, the one that finished the cycle of Monaco and went to Paris Saint-Germain, was something incredible.
How old was he when we played against him in the Champions League? Was he
16.
17?
16 or 17.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could see already then there was something special about
Yeah. What he did at Monaco and how he arrived at Paris Saint-Germain at that moment. If you compare, Mbappe was a bit further. Who is that guy? Rodrigo from Real Madrid. I forgot.
Yildiz.
Season 21.
Yildiz.
Attenzione.
Come attention.
Haji Singh, Foden, Sancho both flourished in systems. Kenan was excelling in teams averaging less than 50% of the ball. More efficient and effective. Easier to look good around good players. Yeah. But Foden, we said...
I disagree. I disagree with Haj. Sorry. I disagree.
You disagree?
Sometimes it's even more difficult when you have all those egos on the pitch. At least with the Foden and Sancho. Sancho, you could feel the Dortmund team was playing for him very humbly, which automatically made him better as well because he had this kind of accountability, but he also had the quality to back it up. Whereas with Kenan, I often feel that if he's not in the game, he's not in the game. Whereas Sancho in that season, for example, I think he had 16 assists and 20 goals. So he was virtually every game he was present, even the games that Dortmund did play bad. So it doesn't automatically...
No, it's not automatic, but look, Kenan has been, I believe, also this season with Tudor already before Spalletti Revolution, to me, the best Juve player. Then you see that the system is changing, the way of playing, and you see that he's even better than he was before. And we have the same players around. So it's system, it's players you are around. Sometimes big egos, like we will speak later about Arda Güler. Sometimes they are making your life difficult. Sometimes they are helping you. So it's difficult. It's really difficult to judge. Both are true to me. Dembele. To me, Kenan Yildiz. I go with Kenan.
Yeah, Yildiz.
Yeah.
At 20, Kenan was further. Vinicius, 21, when he was 20.
Oof.
He was excellent.
Oof. I have to go with Vinny.
I'd actually prefer Yildiz. I think Yildiz does more for a team. Like when you compare like Jadon Sancho or in this case Vinicius, I think Yildiz is a complete player. They would be luxury players in Serie A. They don't do the same level of work. Yildiz, what was it? Last year was top 5 in almost every defensive category. In addition to being one of our top goal contributors, I mean that's it's insane. And he's followed that up with the same type of contribution this year. And personally, I'd rather have that than a Jadon Sancho or a Vinicius Jr. 2020 version.
I think that season he was really good. I would go for that one for that season that he did. I think Vini to me.
Very much dislike this player, but I think just being objective for the question, I do think Vini for
That was his only season that he played
if you
really
put
well.
Ken in that Real Madrid, they are 10 times. Yeah, maybe, but we don't know. So we need to go with what we know, Neven. Attenzione, Neymar Santos.
Neymar.
And I'm biased. I can't stand Neymar, so I'm just going to pick Yildiz.
Neymar Santos, my friend.
Santos, mamma mia.
Neymar Santos was
I didn't watch it much in Santos,
No,
I think it'd be hard for anybody to be better than where he was then in the trajectory and what brought him over to Europe. Yeah.
I remember that when he was signed by Barcelona, the very first game, they always do that Trofeo Campero. I don't know how it's called there. And I was there. The very first friendly they did in the stadium of Barcelona with the first game of Neymar. And I believe it was against Santos. They won 7-1, something like that. I was there. I was like, what is this guy? And he was already, it's not, like Vitor Roque that nobody heard about. He looks like he's good. And let's see. No, he was already super, super famous when he arrived at Barcelona. Griezmann, Real Sociedad, Kenan Yildiz.
It's an easy competition. It's not difficult. Ela Madonna.
It's tough,
huh?
I go with Kenan, even if Griezmann career is fantastic, and he was good with the Real Sociedad.
Yeah.
But I go with Kenan.
I would too.
Yeah. Kenan wins by a bit. Yeah.
I took difficult players, but wait, it's not over. Harry Kane, Tottenham, Kenan Yildiz. Not the entire season of Harry Kane. 2012. He was young. He was 20.
See, I don't remember Harry Kane, but I feel like he gets better every year. So if I put the trajectory back 10 years or whatever, then I'd probably say Yildiz, because Harry Kane's like the finest of wines. I mean, the man just gets better and better.
Yeah, I don't think my memory doesn't give me anything that he had the hype.
Are you ready for the next one? No, I agree with Kev. I agree with that. I don't remember the hype in 2012. The next one, we will close the channel. Kenan Yildiz, Paulo Dybala, Palermo when he was at 20. Attenzione! And now you cannot even say he was playing with Gray. He was not. He was playing with I don't know what, Real Madrid Champions League winner team.
Can I be real with y'all right now? I have upstairs right now my Palermo jersey. I got to go with Dybala on this one.
I will wait until the end.
The heart wants what the heart wants, gentlemen.
It's tricky.
I thought this was going to be a fun Thursday night. Like,
you don't like the game?
Yeah, I do, but it's giving me, like, I'm questioning myself over here right now. It's the show.
I go with Dybala. Sorry. I go with Kenan Yildiz. Kenan Yildiz is doing it at Juve. It's much easier to do it at Palermo.
Which season is this for Dybala?
2013.
Is this his last one in Palermo?
It was when he was, attenzione, 2013.
Yeah.
No, then Yildiz, because that wasn't his last. Because his last season with Palermo before he went to Juve, that was his really good one. This is the one before. This is Kenan.
Kenan, Dybala, Kenan. Robben, PSV.
Oh, Madon. Oh.
This predates my memory. I'll need you guys' help on this one.
No, Robben. Arjen Robben. Yeah.
Robben was great.
Yeah.
It's just like his. I don't think there's a player in football that is able to like cut the ball the way that he was able to.
I mean, so much so that it's named after him now.
There.
Now you say you do a Robin. I mean,
It's
but at that time, I don't know.
I saw him playing in Heerenveen. He was playing a friend of mine while he was at Heerenveen, and already you could see that was some. I think he was 17 at the time. It was different. And then that season at PSV, the first one and even the second one, he tore everybody and everything apart, every game, every minute, like nonstop. No question, Robben.
Bernardo Silva, Benfica, Kenan Yildiz. It was 2014. He was great, but I go with Kenan.
Yeah, I agree.
Bruno Fernandes, Udinese, Kenan.
I forgot he played at Udinese.
Yeah, so many people played at Udinese. Their recruiting, like
true.
Palermo's, like old Palermo's recruiting was fantastic.
I go with Kenan because
Kenan.
honestly, I remember that he was playing with Udinese. I knew it, but it was not a player that was catching my eye at Udinese.
It wasn't until we returned to Portugal.
Yeah.
That I remember. Yeah.
Kenan.
Who's that guy?
Zinedine Zidane at Cannes.
Yeah. That full-headed bastard. Look at him.
And here
Yildiz.
I go with easily Yildiz.
At this age, Yildiz.
Yeah. Another fine wine example. A good Zizou.
It's crazy. I thought that this one would have create a controversy, but no. For the people in the chat, Zidane was good. Of course, he was good. But at Cannes, then he went to Bordeaux, and he was absolutely not at that age what he became. He developed a lot much more at Juve, and then we saw what he did at Real Madrid. But at Bordeaux and Cannes, he was not at the level at 20 what Yildiz is doing today.
Yeah.
Man, what happened to that hair?
The same thing that happened to mine, Kevin.
I mean,
I thought it would be a triggering comment.
Rashford.
I get
United.
Kenan.
Yeah, Yildiz.
Kenan.
Yeah,
Kenan. Easy.
I went only with offensive players. I didn't take Pogba. There is no Pogba into the list. Bellingham, first season at Real Madrid. That first season, mamma mia.
Bellingham.
Yeah, I probably have to go with old Jude there.
That season, if that's what we're comparing to, yes, Bellingham, the player that exists now. I'd build a team around Kenan now before I'd build it around Bellingham.
This Bellingham.
Today, but if we're comparing him to at 20 in that season when he had like 9-headed goals in 6 games to start.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. He was out of control.
That was golden ball.
Yeah. Whatever he was touching was transforming in goal.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
He couldn't maintain it though.
Federico Chiesa, Fiorentina, or
Kenan, move on. Kenan.
Yeah.
Alexis Sanchez, Udinese.
Kenan.
Sanchez. Sanchez. Yeah, I remember
He
vividly.
was so good that first spell at Udinese.
Yeah, was a beast. Yeah, to me, Sanchez.
He was really good. I don't know who's better, Kenan but I remember that in what season was it? It was 2009,
Was
2010. He
nine.
was so good.
Yeah.
But because you are young, Neven. In 2009, 2010, Alexis Sanchez at Udinese, at that Udinese, mamma mia, what a player.
Yeah, go look on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's yeah, it was out of this world.
Yeah.
I'll call it a tie because it's hard for me to say. I don't want to say it. It's a head and heart conflict here. So I'll say tie on this one.
Eden Hazard, Lille.
What's the opposite of aging like fine wine? That's Eden Hazard. I'll probably go with
Hazard.
yeah, I'll go with the Belgian here with my Belgian bros.
Yeah, I have to. But it was Hazard was, I don't know, many people saw him in that season because it was a bit of a anonymous season in the sense that he didn't get as much hype as Kenan did. But what Hazard did there was out of this world.
He was good. He was good.
I was hoping he'd come to you. They had talks.
It's nearly over. It's nearly over.
Good night.
Ronaldo, Barcelona. He was young.
Ronaldo, phenomenal. No question, hands down.
Now we're getting to like Messi and Ronaldo soon, I imagine.
Yeah, these are the easy ones.
This is yeah. This is not a debate.
The chat goes crazy.
This is not a debate. Titi.
Kenan.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Henry was good at Monaco, but I would go with Kenan.
Yeah.
I no. I have to be honest here.
97.
I think Henry was better in that day and age.
I didn't really see him play. It was more like statistics, but
he was lethal.
Yeah,
that era of Monaco was huge. Was really huge.
Was that the season with Trezeguet?
97 Trezeguet came in. I don't know if he was there already in 97. I think because 97 is before they came. I don't know if they played together. I don't know.
If it's a season that they played together, I choose Henry. If it's not, even though Henry was a monster already back then, if you put Henry at his first 3 years in Arsenal, then it was goodbye. But so I'm not out of it yet. So if it's
Baggio
was exceptional.
Yeah,
was exceptional.
Baggio.
I think a lot of these. I think we've agreed on most of these.
Yeah.
Baggio.
And then we go towards the very last one. Who are we missing, guys?
Alex.
Look at the picture that I've chosen when he was 20. Attenzione.
Alex, hands down.
And
well,
now,
if that's the facial hair you're using, I don't know. That like knocks down 10, 15 points.
No, that for that day and age, that was dirty. That's like I'm coming for your wives.
Yeah.
And now I have the ultimate question, because if we're looking, I put 24 players. A lot we said the other ones. If Kenan Yildiz wins the Champions League this season with Juve, are we changing?
We're still on this.
My gosh, why are we even? Why are we doing this?
No, Beppe has seen it in a dream.
No. You say that, Frederic. I have one question. Question, Beppe. In the standings of predictions of the four of us, where are you?
You don't know why I'm
See, let's stop this nonsense, Pepe. Stop this nonsense.
I
For
will
your own
open
good.
my Excel sheet. I will open my Excel sheet.
I,
Wait.
I, I have to back Beppe here because Beppe told me when we were meeting, he told me the whole story about how he thinks we win the Champions League. And it
I
was
did
like
that. I forgot. I forgot. I told you.
Frederic,
it's a prophecy.
put the
It's a
wrong
prophecy.
mushrooms in his pasta that day. It was
No,
a
no, no.
hallucination.
I have to go with Beppe.
Oh my God.
Rationally, you have to go with Beppe.
Look,
But
I don't know.
Kevin, back me. These two Belgians are out of control.
I
Back
think
me
it's
up.
I think it's ridiculous to believe to think rationally that we will be winning it. However, what I will say is between Serie A and Champions League, we can't win Serie A. Impossible. Impossible. The Champions League, there's a path, right? There's nothing that makes it impossible other than losing matches. Like if we win matches, we can keep going. The second thing is crazier things have happened, right? I think the comment earlier, I think Beppe, you were making it around teams that build themselves to win the Champions League rarely get there. Look what happened to us when we brought on CR7, right? He was brought in to win the Champions League, not to win a 9th, 10th, 11th Scudetto. That was the dream, right? And that never came. I mean, look, Dortmund getting to the Champions League final recently, right? Like you need a good draw.
Bravo.
You need a little bit of luck, and you need to get on a hot streak.
Am I the only
and
sane
we
person
do better
in this
when
call?
we play against open teams. And
But Kevin is right. Why
the deeper you get
Dortmund
into
had
the tournament,
absolutely no business to be there.
the more open the play is because they're better teams that play attacking football. So, is it crazy? Yes, but I understand the thought process.
So this is the what the Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance meme, right? And that's what we are here.
But with Serie A, there's no chance. We're looking at 4th place, and that's that. Like end of story.
So the question, and then we can close with the game. We can speak about actuality of Juve is if we win the Champions League this season with Kenan, are our opinion changing towards a lot of players that we said at 20 they were better than Kenan or not?
of course,
Depends on his role.
but not
Probably
Del
not
Piero.
actually. Probably not actually.
Oh yeah, of
Not Del
course.
Piero.
He
Del Piero.
becomes legendary. Del Piero, no.
No, I mean I think we most of us picked Yildiz in most of them. It's R9, Del Piero, Neymar. I mean, like that's the only ones we picked. Is I guess my question to you, Beppe, is if he wins the Champions League, do you put him over any of those 3 guys?
Over which 3 guys?
Like what the ones unanimous? Neymar, R9, and Del Piero. I think those.
Del Piero, no. But you know why? Because the brain cannot split the rest of the career of the other ones. They cannot. We know what he represented. We know what it is in our heart. It's extremely difficult to say. And that's why I told you in the beginning of the game, try to really split what they did after. It's impossible.
No, but and I'm trying to remember all the ones we kind of agreed on. But
Pinsoglio becomes a legend of the club. Kelly becomes a legend. Even Openda becomes a legend of the club if they win the Champions League this season.
Legend, but that's a different. But legend is not the question. Legend. The question was: do we
Openda
change our
scoring in the
opinion?
final.
Do we change our question? I mean, win the Champions League. Are we putting him now over Mbappe? Are we putting him now over Haaland? Are we now putting him over R9, Neymar, Del Piero? I'm trying to remember which ones we all kind of agreed on. I don't think we change our opinion on whether he's better than them at 20, but he's certain. That doesn't mean he's not also a legend of the club.
But football as a whole was different. If you look at Del Piero, and not because I'm a Del Piero fan or anything, he had to play at a very young age against the best defenders in the world because at that time Serie A was one of the top leagues.
Yeah.
You had to play against your Cannavaro, your Nesta, Maldini, whoever, and you had to compete with the likes of Vialli, Ravanelli, Roberto Baggio at the time. It's a different concept, whereas Yildiz now was the star. He got the starting position, but there was no competition. There wasn't anybody better or on the same level as him. Whereas with Del Piero, you had Baggio, Vialli, Ravanelli. Even afterwards, there was Ibrahimovic, Mutu, whoever, Trezeguet, even though they did a partnership. But I mean, it was different. It's hard to compare, to be honest.
Just to give you an example, well, who scored for Liverpool in their Champions League? Was that Divock Origi? He comes in, he scores late,
yeah,
and then he leaves. He goes to like Milan or somewhere random.
He was a turd. I mean,
he just went no. I mean, but
he's a legend. Moment, but he's a poor player.
It's my understanding that Liverpool fans love him for that moment, but no one's going to ever come out and say that, he's now better than our
Padaween had scored the winning goal in the Champions League. He'd be a hero, but it doesn't make him a world beater.
Yeah. Kind of my point. I mean, I think if I'm remembering the list and who we picked, because we picked Yildiz over most of them, I think the one that might swap is Alexis Sanchez, because Udinese Alexis Sanchez was fantastic. I think Yildiz wins the Champions League, we might say, okay, that one. But I think some of the other ones are pretty obvious.
I just launched a poll, and I want you guys to answer as well. Which of these games keeps you awake? All of them, of course, but you need to pick one. Inter Juve, Galatasaray Juve, Juve Como, or Juve Galatasaray.
And when you say keeps you awake, is it like you're excited for? So you can say, or keeps you awake like nightmare, like the thing of fears.
Fears.
I fear nobody, Beppe. I fear nobody.
But it's not fear of the team. It's consequences. It's level of difficulty. It's whatever. It's a combination of you're thinking about. You're saying, "Mamma mia! If this one we lose,
do I have to choose one?
Juve Galatasaray.
So the return game.
Yeah.
If I have to choose one, it's the Como match.
I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
But
none of them. I'm never like when it comes to as a fan. I bring on a tough run of games. I love it. So none of them normally, I'm not that type of personality.
I fear that game partially due to motivation, because imagine you get a draw in Istanbul or something, or near loss, even worst case scenario, but you already had maybe a loss against Inter, and Como's a tough opponent to beat. And imagine you leave points there, or you lose, or whatever, then you're with your back against the wall for that return game. And you could potentially see your season stop right there.
You know what is my thought of process? Inter. I don't want to lose against Inter, of course not. But if I'm totally honest and biased, if you lose against Inter, a normal loss, I'm not speaking about a 5-0, a normal loss, I speak about players, you swallow it, you move on, you think about Galatasaray in the next few days, you know that they are at +12, you know that you cannot win the Scudetto this year. In the same weekend you have Napoli, Como, so one of them will lose points, so you get over it. Galatasaray in Istanbul, if you lose, you have still the returning game. But Juve Como at home, they are in the run of the top 4. They already beat you 2-0 with another coach, but they already did it. If you lose that one, psychologically, it totally destroys you. My thought of process.
That was where I was, Beppe, is the position on the table, the relative importance to each team, and the effect on the rest of the season, I feel like is the biggest in that Como game.
Choose one win. Choose one win, all of you, and the chat as well. I tell you, you lose one, you win one. Inter or Galatasaray, home. I mean away. So the next two upcoming, Inter Juve or Galatasaray Juve.
Choose one to win, choose one to lose.
Like a prediction, or like
no,
if
you have to.
No. It's, you must choose, not a prediction. It's like choose one.
Win against Inter, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You could still remedy the situation that you create against Galatasaray, whereas Inter,
like we did against PSV.
Yeah, I hate this game against Inter, especially that they just announced the referees. They've got Kifi and VAR.
Mamma mia.
And the script is already written. We're going to get screwed by refereeing again, as we have consistently throughout this season. The fact that we can't lose, the saving grace against losing potentially against Inter at Saturday is that Roma's away at Napoli. And there's opportunity that if we're dropping points, Roma's also dropping points. So if I have to pick a win and a loss between those two games, I'm picking loss against Inter and winning the away Gala, because it puts less pressure on the home match. And I want to continue advancing because it's more money in our pockets.
The last time that we went over the first game after the group stages was that year, Cristiano Ronaldo against Atletico Madrid. That's the last time that we went over the game after the group stages. No, we need to go through. We must go through.
And keep in mind that took a monumental second leg home effort from Cristiano for us to go through that one, right? But he had a hat trick in that game to come for goal differential. It was crazy.
And for folks in the chat, I don't want to drop points against Inter. I think we can win that match, but the question was pick one to win, pick one to lose.
Yeah. Kevin's gone pragmatist on us.
Yeah,
but we're gonna win all four. We're gonna win all four.
I closed the poll. So which keeps you awake? 12% of the people said Juve Galatasaray. Juve Como, third spot with 15%. Galatasaray Juve 24%. Inter Juve 49%. But I know why, but I don't agree with the chat.
It's understandable.
Bernardeschi, Emre Can, Spinazzola. The only game that he played with Juve, by the way. Spinazzola and Cristiano Ronaldo. Top 4 in that game.
I like that spelling of Bernardeschi.
He's made him Polish.
Like Polish.
Yeah, he's now Polish.
the brother of Podolski. I don't want to speak
Bogdan,
about
DM us
Lazio.
with your t-shirt. Sorry, I saw Bogdan's comment saying I'm still missing my scoop t-shirt. DM us, we'll get it solved.
Yeah. Go on the site of turingiants.com, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Or just via Instagram. We'll figure it out.
Well, no, if you've ordered it, then chat us up at Turin Giants on Instagram, and that goes to our team, especially Farhad, who helps manage that stuff. If you haven't, go to the turingiants.com.
A draw versus Inter would be excellent. I don't know. For me, whatever game, a draw would be excellent. But I can understand it. Look, if I give you a pen now, would you sign for a draw against Inter?
No, never, no.
I mean, the problem is I'm going to predict a draw when we get to predictions. So, maybe
you had to spoiler it.
I'm going to pick a draw. But no, I mean, you go for the win. I think the thing is you say I would take a draw. That's because you're expecting a loss and you think a draw is an improvement. As Juve, you go for the win. Now I think we're going to draw this game, but you still go for the win.
I don't remember the last time that we won both home and away against Inter. I don't remember.
Was last year? Last year was it? Last year was it a win and a draw? Because I know we won.
Okay. Yeah, we did the 4-4.
Oh, the 4-4
and the 1-0,
and then the 1-0 with the Colomwani Chico. Yeah.
I mean, all the iterations of this match recently have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just the 4-3 at the start of this season, the 2 games last season. I mean, they've been wildly entertaining games.
I don't know. I don't know.
You're going to see 2 teams pushing for a victory, I think, and so to Kevin's point, I think we're going to get a good match. Absolutely, but I think at the same time, I think Kevin, it's you who always says, like, in big games, anything can happen in big games, and you prepare for big games mentally and physically and technically different. And so I think we're going to see a quality game of football from both sides. But which is why this game doesn't scare me. I think
And
it just comes down to
played,
moments, right? It just comes down
aside
to
from
moments.
away at Napoli, we have played in the game against Milan was like kind of a dud, but we got sucked into Allegri ball. But by and large, we've played well against the big sides this season. We've shown up.
And Inter, if I'm not mistaken, has not been very good against the other top.
No, they're cleaning up again. Like they're beating who they're supposed to beat.
The teams we're not beating, and they're struggling against the top teams. So yeah, this Inter game, whatever does happen, does not scare me. I think we've shown that we can rise to better than under Tudor and Motta, and even under Tudor, which we referenced like that for the first game. We rise when it comes to these big games. In fact, maybe our worst performance in a quote-unquote big game was that first Napoli game where Spalletti totally got it wrong and basically accepted he got it wrong and moved on, and obviously remedied it in the return fixture.
I'm watching early predicted lineups from La Gazzetta. Not this one.
I wish.
I was surprised actually because they put Di Gregorio into the goal, Kalulu, Bremer, Kelly, Cambiaso on the right side, Locatelli, Thuram, Cabal on the left, McKennie, Yildiz behind Jonathan David, which means no Conceição. Do you agree with that lineup? Is that the one, or should Spalletti do some changes? Again, guys, it's predicted early lineup of Gazzetta. It's absolutely not it's not a certain lineup.
I'd be much more worried if that was Dumfries going against Cabal, but Luis Enrique is the weakest point of that team.
And I think I actually wanted to key in on that. I'm so glad you brought it up, Kevin, because they play so differently. Dumfries being that right-footed bombardier going down and cutting deep is exactly what Cabal has shown he's weak against. Against players who are going to hit him out one-on-one, players who drift inside and certainly want to drift inside, naturally will bring other players on our team into play to support Cabal's defensive liabilities, and he just doesn't have the presence that an in-form, healthy Dumfries has. And so, as much as I'm haven't really thought too much about the starting 11 at this point, Cabal being the weakest part for us, certainly defensively, I don't mind that matchup nearly as much as it could have been. This
is going to be a goalkeeper game. Because
don't say that.
No, I think both Sommer and Di Gregorio have been awful this season. So it'll depend who's the least or the better of the two, which is going to have a great impact on this game, in my opinion. Because you'll see a lot of shots on goal, I think. You'll see a lot of activity. And if you have a good keeper in your goal who can prevent one sure-fire goal, then you're good. But
you wanna win the game?
I would. Is that an offer or an open question?
Put Emil Holm here.
See, I was gonna say that.
Put a dishwasher there. It's the same.
No.
Dishwasher.
Di Gregorio
is on such incredible form right now.
Yeah, you need Holm to block him and giving Kalulu the freedom to defend, to go up when he can, with Holm that is not going up at all. Because don't expect to see the Kalulu that we saw against Parma, because that will not be against Inter. The space that were given by Lazio between the defense, because it was really an avenue, a boulevard there that will not be given by Inter. So I don't expect a super offensive Kalulu all game long. So that's why I would not put him, I would not ask him to go up and to do the games that they did. If you put a Holm, you're a bit more defensive on that side. You give Kalulu still the freedom to choose when to go up or not. Up front, I totally agree with these choices. And then on the left, I would even go with Kostic.
I think you actually touched on one of the changes I was going to suggest is put Kostic in. Actually, Beppe, he's shown a composure in limited minutes. I think you could really, if you want to be Tinkerman, you put Kostic in, you put and McKennie as your wingbacks, and put Boga in the Yildiz spot and Yildiz in the McKennie spot here. I think that's a much more balanced lineup and defensively solid, because Boga likes to get forward and he's huge, which means that he's good in the air and he's good in a straight line. But when you start moving really well, he really struggles to keep up with fast pace. Certainly dribbler type things, and in one-on-one defending scenarios, you're basically seeing a right-sided clone of Cabal that's slightly better. I don't think you'd get what you want out of him in that position in a game of this stature. And as his first start, go ahead, Kevin.
I wanted to I put McKennie on that right wing back against DiMarco, like just someone that you trust, and then Boga. Like if you have Boga and Yildiz dribbling at those defenders, and we press early, right, and if we're actually able to get them down a goal within the first 15 minutes, it puts us in such a good position, because the game gets opened and we can play on the counter. And then you have McKennie be able to run in and make some of these runs where he can be on the receiving ends of crosses, but get back out wide right. My question is Barella supposed to be healthy for this? I thought he was still out.
Barella could recuperate.
He could. Okay.
Yeah,
but no Çalhanoğlu double this time.
Yeah, he could.
He's still out.
Zielinski's he's more dangerous at the moment than Barella, but Barella is an annoying one. Huh? Çalhanoğlu at doubt. I'm scared about McKennie on the right side, because you clearly see that Spalletti wants him to score goals. You see it, and if you put him too much on the right and he's focusing there as a main job, we might miss a bit of chance, because of course we need to defend, but we also need to attack.
He's been so reliable in the middle recently.
But you can he still has made those runs from playing the right wing back position. Because if you put Kostic in, like we said, Beppe, it's really going to be an offset 4-2-3-1, where Kostic will be a little bit deeper on the left, McKennie will be a little bit higher on the right, Yildiz would drift in the middle, Boga would be out on the left. At least if you take the Boga suggestion from me, in which case he still would make those inverted runs, and we've seen him do it before.
He would play Boga from the beginning.
Oh yeah,
but he can't.
From a matter of fitness? Are you saying as a matter of fitness?
Yeah, he can't. And if really he can,
I thought I read that.
I
have some faith in him being able to. He doesn't have 90 minutes in his legs, but
no, I thought.
But you will make the mistake that we did with Jagrava against, I don't know what team. Was it Bodo or Paphos? I don't remember. Where you will have a player that will try to manage himself to keep and extend as long as possible, and you will have a disappointing Boga. That's a bit.
The same with Kostic. Kostic can't play 90 minutes.
No.
Doesn't have match rhythm.
Yeah. You need to put someone. Huh?
But you wouldn't necessarily need to. And I think from a balance standpoint, if they both go 60, that's perfectly fine if they fit, and we're talking theoretically, right? But I think they go 60 minutes, they provide the balance that we're talking about. You sub them in, you do
change now, Zach, with Kenan asking him to do something else, where to me, Kenan is not even ready to play centrally. He doesn't even like it. He will progress. He will arrive there one day, but at today it's not there. So you will say, let's play with a Boga that is playing in a diesel mode. Play with a Kenan Yildiz out of position, and he needs to find his marks there. I think it's a big risk.
Think of it on the flip, on its head, because you're not telling Yildiz you're going to play in the middle from now on, right? I mean, he's tactically versatile enough to play a different position. If you turn on its head and you say, now Inter, you have to track his movements. I mean, if everyone knows he's going to come in off the right and or from the left, cut into the right, you change the movement around and you put him on the same side of the field as McKennie and Kalulu in the form they're in. And you say, hey, you've got all the support you need. These guys are going to be anywhere you need them to be. You roam around and you find your space and you cause havoc. You then have Boga playing the traditional Yildiz role to stay out wide. That allows Kostic to stay back, to stay deeper. That provides the width, that provides the movement and the flexibility. And especially if he drifts out right, then you have an underlap with McKennie making the runs that you're talking about from the other side.
I'm just scared, Zach, knowing Boga from in the past, Sassuolo, and also I'm scared that the 40 minutes that he played right now, that we are running a bit too fast. And it's not Kenan, it's a different player. He's not doing the same defensive job. It's a flash player. He has the ball. He looks at you. He can go left. He can go right. He can go over you. He can do whatever. But it's not a player that is doing the job that Kenan is doing in tracking back, in supporting, in doing. It's a total different type of. I'm scared that a lot of people, because I see in the chat as well, Boga on the left, Kenan in the middle, McKennie on the right, which is a beautiful solution, absolutely. But I'm scared that fitness-wise, we are not there.
That's fair. And he'd be a great person to bring in like the 75th minute to run at some tired defenders. So like that makes sense. The one thing I do not want to see Cambiasso on the right against Di Marco, because he'll make his inevitable one.
I don't want to see him at all.
One blackout moment per game, and against Di Marco, he punishes you. He's one of the most informed players in the league right now.
He's had a crazy season.
Phenomenal.
And the thing is, you play Galatasaray 3 days later, so you have to take that into account as well. It's not like we can say, okay, we're just going to look at one game at a time. No, you have to take into account that anything can happen, be it injury, be it fatigue, whatever, and you have to juggle with that as well. So I do think a lot of the players that are not starting at this point or haven't had much minutes will get some minutes in that game. I just hope it's when we're 0-3 up. Then you can put in Openda or whoever, but
guys, it's not only not scoring, because when you are looking at these stats, they are scary. I don't know if you watched them or not. Today I spoke about it on the channel as well, but these are actually, since the beginning of the season, the shots against from all Serie A team, at least from the 5 with the most after a mistake. So Juventus is the team that is giving the other teams the possibility to shot after we made a known mistake. And if you are converting it with goals, we conceded 9 goals after our own mistake. And you see that Juve, Torino, Cremonese, Genoa, Bologna. There is no Inter, Milan, Roma, Como.
8 of them are from Cambiasso.
Yeah, could be. I'm sure we can easily find like a 4 or 5 easily.
But this is not surprising. I think to anybody who watches us week in and week out, game in and game out, this is surprising nobody. I mean, from the Locatelli error.
Why is it? How come?
Well, so it's interesting. So after the match on it's Lazio Saturday or Sunday, I can't even remember. It was Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah. So after that match, like Frederic and I were discussing that game on our channel, and the individual errors was a huge thing that we talked about as a theme that consistently happens. And it's not just having individual errors within games, but individual errors that penalize us. And honestly, like you compare it to past seasons, one of the takeaways, not the only one, but one of the takeaways is the man between the sticks. And not having even the man between the posts.
Di
Gregorio. And that we have a goalkeeper who is not dependable, who doesn't speak, he's not audible, doesn't organize his team, doesn't inspire the same confidence that Szczesny provided. Even let's not even talk about Buffon. Obviously we had Buffon, but if Buffon, Szczesny, and these individual errors that give on a fast break, And every once in a while, Di Gregorio's capable of really nice saves, and like the Manchester City game comes to mind. It's possible, right? But these shots that come at him, or he can't extend enough, or his positioning is poor. It's not Juve level goalkeeper, and we get exposed.
Yeah, and like once a month I dress up, I go out to dinner with my wife, and I think, hey, look, I look like a top model, but the other 29 days I look like a turd. That's Digre. Like once every while he does something good, something okay, and then the rest of the time he just fumbles it. And like the potential save he should have made against Lazio. I'm sorry, that was a very decent ball you could stop as a professional goalkeeper.
It was right at his head.
I mean, the deflection off.
It was like it was like right here.
Right? But like that's hard. Like that first one, I think would have been
the first one. No, the first one.
But the second goal, it's at his face. It's like 6 inches above his head. I and the comments in the chat, Arnesecki we're never getting him from Atalanta, and Magnan just signed his contract extension. So,
but it's a thing that works in combination. We surely had some mistakes in the past defensively. You had a good keeper to bail you out. The other thing was true as well. Maybe your keeper had an error, but you had somebody with quality in the other side of the pitch that could alleviate the pressure by scoring a goal more than the opponent. So it's something that works both ways. But if you're sloppy in defense and in goal, then it's very difficult to get that back. And having to do that.
Also, I just leave it there because we know individual mistakes, Cambiaso, we spoke about it, Di Gregorio as well. But is it also not a team that is... I don't know if you say it in English or not. Frenesia. What is
frenetic?
Frenetic. Yeah.
Hey, you see, my vocabulary, since I'm working with you guys, it's working better. Mamma mia. You were thinking I was born in London. So, so
I don't know about that one, Chief. But...
So I was saying that Zach left the room. Now I was saying, do you think that is also because we have a young team that wants to do well, that wants to compensate with years of not winning? They agree with the coach, they like the coach, they want to show a lot, and they are frenetic. They want to recuperate that 1-0 that we concede because of a penalty against Atalanta, a goal that we don't that they don't give us, which was totally a goal, and they want to make it well, and they want to push, and we leave a lot of spaces. I think that this is also part of it. You have a great heart, you have a big heart, you want to go for it, you want to show Juve the change, and unfortunately you're not ready for it.
I think that's a bit of a stretch. That's a bit of a stretch for me.
I didn't say only. I agree with the individual mistake, but it's, to me, it's also part of it.
I think if you have more leaders in the team, or
we don't have
people with a lot. No. That's what I mean. But if you have people with experience and who can read a game and the flow of a game, and they can teach you how to be weary of certain aspects or how to not lose focus during certain points which seem not as important but actually are, then you already gain 2 levels. But we don't have that at this point, so that's something that's just missing, I think.
Yeah, but we knew it. How long were we here complaining that we were not leaders, we were lacking of leadership? I think that, but that's also why I'm telling you, because of that lack of leadership, because of you are exposing yourself. You want to do well, and then you have stupid mistakes because
I generally like to. I like to disagree with Beppe on principle usually, just cause, but I have to agree with him. Now, I think it's very clear that you have a team that is flawed and a flawed team, and whether that's lack of leaderships, whether it's being frenetic or whatever it might be. A flawed team makes these types of mistakes. If you watch Bologna over the last 2 months. This is what you see: a flawed team making mistakes, and that's just a reality. I think many of us who rode the wonderful and beautiful wave of 9 straight Scudetti and saw some of the fantastic players in the 90s and so forth might look at this and think it's inconceivable. But that's the reality of where this team is. And I think, and I've said it before on this program, we will be making these mistakes. It's just limiting the impact of them. And the graphic that Beppe showed us clearly shows that Juventus has not been able to limit the impact of the inevitable mistakes that they make.
I was speaking with Fred on Friday, and he was saying something totally correct. This team, to win consistently, they need to overperform, which is correct. I totally agree. But I will even add, this team is obliged to go with 1 goal more than the other. Because if I ask you, give me the prediction of the 4 games, how many out of the 4 games you tell me we will have a clean sheet?
1.
Yeah, maybe 1. Because you know that it's a team that, in a way or in another, will concede a goal.
But that's not that's not the end of the world, Beppe. I think
in Italy, in Serie A,
I get
the best defender is winning.
Practically speaking, we've scored the second most. We've scored the second most goals in Serie A this year. Okay, as much as I've been annoyed with our lack of finishing and our inconsistent finishing and having a gazillion chances and only scoring 1 goal, we actually score a decent amount of goals for Serie A. I mean, we're a mile behind Inter, but so is everyone else. We're second right now, I think, in terms of goals scored. I think it's shoring up. It is shoring up. Making that 2 goals against 1 makes a massive amounts of difference on our season. If you let in 1, do I want to let in 1? Absolutely not. But that's the reality of the team we're looking at, Beppe. So it's not that I'm accepting it. I'm acknowledging it. I think you make that 2 goals against down to 1. And we talked about this with Tudor, because our team under Tudor also leaked goals and was much worse offensively. Will make a world of a difference. And I think whether it be these mistakes or whether it be these tactical situations, that's what that will make this team, reach our professional goals. And certainly if you want to win the Champions League, Beppe, that's what it's going to be, is taking that, not hoping for clean sheets, but taking that 2 goals against 1, because we do score goals.
But it's way easier than that. If you look at things, just get a good keeper. We can't,
Frederic. We have there's no window anymore. There's no window.
No. I mean, for the sake of argument, if you look at, let's take Buffon, which he was an alien. Let's give him that. But he used to get you at least 9 to 10 points a season. That was his contribution in certain moments. So let's say that a very good goalkeeper should at least give you 5 to 6 when comparing to Buffon. I'm sorry, but Digre doesn't offer that. So start with the basics there. Start with your good goalkeeper, your communicating goalkeeper, and work your way and work away the hiccups that we have.
To be totally fair, Szczesny was also not communicating when he arrived at Juve. He needed a bit of time to start really having that leadership. But he had already some years of experience at Roma. That is a level higher than a Monza. And he took that leadership a lot. But in the beginning, he was not communicating that much. Right, so you want to go toward the prediction so that we can end. And Rod, today we do a short one. So I'm missing your prediction for Atalanta and Lazio, Kevin, but I'm sure that you said it somewhere. So if you tell me...
Yeah, I think he put it in chat. You're muted, Kevin, but he put it in chat.
Because I couldn't find them back.
Yeah, I can find them.
Okay.
So,
don't tell me 3-0 Atalanta.
No, I got this wrong. Atalanta 1-2.
Okay. Yeah.
Juve Lazio 2-0.
That's what I predicted too.
Okay.
It should have been 2-0, Kevin.
We were, before Atalanta and Juve, we were at 1 point for me, 2 points, Kevin, 2 points, Frederic, 5 points, Zach. But, attenzione, Kevin said 1-2, 0 points against Atalanta. 2-1, Zach, you predicted the win of Atalanta.
No, I predicted Atalanta to defeat Juventus.
2-1.
Correct.
Bravo, you have 1 point. Frederic said 2-2. And I said 1-0. So I have 1 point as well.
He's catching up.
And then I
Yeah.
make it super easy. We all said that Juve would have won against Lazio, and we all lost. So I go, and I'm not last anymore. I'm second.
Tied for second.
Yeah. 5
Yeah,
points.
that means you're also tied for last.
Yeah, also 6 points, Zach, and then the 3 of us with 2 points. But we have 2 more games to add now. So the first one is Inter against Juve, and then it is Galatasaray against Juve. Zach, you're the leader, so you start.
So I've been really wrestling. My mind said this was going to be a draw. I just am really struggling between a 1-1 and a 2-2. And I'll give Juventus, at least goal scoring, a bit of a boost and say 2-2 draw. All right. Are we stopping there, or am I doing Galatasaray as well?
No, wait. Let's
Okay,
do
okay.
let.
1-2.
Oh, I like. No, sorry. So, I was confused with the attenzione. Wait. So Kevin 1-2, and then Zach 2-2. Okay.
1-3.
Okay. So the guys that are last in the ranking,
You got to do the opposite.
they are saying that we win, and then we have a Zach that is actually a really good one because it has 6 points already. He's saying a draw, 2-2. Juventus, it's years that we don't win both games.
Do it. Follow your heart, Beppe. Follow your heart.
No, that's never good. That's never good. Oh, putain.
Follow my lead, Beppe. You know I'm on the winning team. It'll be 1-3. You know it.
I go with a
Di Kenan.
3-1 loss.
Smart.
I know he's playing the points game is what he's doing.
Yeah.
No.
All right,
Galatasaray Juve.
This one has been hard for me. Can I not go first on this one? Because I'm still thinking.
And are pissed off now. Neven doesn't want to speak anymore with me.
He's just playing the points game, y'all. That's what it is. He's trying to move up the rankings here. That's all.
You said that you didn't want to go first, but
I asked
you want, I will take it.
1-3.
I go. What?
1-3.
Yes.
Who said 1-3?
Me.
Kevin.
Gala 1-3.
Okay. 1-3. Wow.
1-2.
I go with a
Oh, jeez.
1-0.
Oh, so we got two. We got one Galatasaray victory. Dude, Beppe, you guys are all going to be off on the table. Should I just hedge and say another draw? Yeah, we'll go with another draw. Screw it.
Yeah, consolidate, Zach. Consolidate.
Yeah, at the end of this one, I'm 8 points on 2. We can just call it a victory and be done with it. And I already picked a 2-2. I don't want to pick another 2-2.
Wait, it's not supposed to snow in Istanbul this week, is it?
It will not.
Oh,
snow.
but there's a tractor meeting that's being planned there. So you never know what can happen.
They're planting corn in the field, so they're sowing the field.
Bebe, can I ask a question about the rules of this game? Can you pick the same prediction as somebody else?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like
That's usually what I'm doing.
Well, that explains something.
No, because I wait for you and then I go with totally crazy. No, but go tell me what
because my heart, I was gonna say 1-2.
you wanna call a friend. You wanna call a friend, or you want the 50-50 bonus?
Nah, I was gonna say 1-2, but I don't want to do the same one as somebody else. I'll do 2-2 again. Another draw.
Ah, okay. And then Frederic.
Yeah, 1-2.
1-2.
Yeah.
If that's gonna be right, I'm gonna be so pissed because that's what I was gonna do first.
In. Guys, we spoke with Frederic that I will try to organize Who Wants to Be Millionaire quiz. And then, of course, yeah, but it's a quiz. And it's not with real money.
I was
It's
about to
also
say,
not with
if there's
crypto.
money, then I'm in.
No, unfortunately not. It's something that I was doing already in 2020 when I opened the channel and we spoke with Frederic. It's something that I would love to organize. And maybe we should do a draw, maybe with Turin Giants, who plays with who, Kevin, Frederic, or Frederic Zach, or whatever. We have a few people there. I would love to do it again. 15 questions, you play in team, and then you go up. So we'll try to plan that for probably the month of March. Because we don't play Coppa Italia, so maybe we can compensate with that.
Nice. As you know, I'm all in, like, happy to do so.
So, is there something else, or we say goodbye to all the fantastic people? Don't forget to put a maximum of like. Thank you for the people that are watching replay. Thank you for the people that are watching in their car or wherever you are watching to us. Thank you to all of you. Really.
One thing, I don't know if Beppe can confirm because Beppe knows a lot more people than I do, but there is a good chance that we will talk with Weston McKennie when we get back from Istanbul.
Bravo.
I like that.
Yeah.
Is that a question or is that
That's a statement.
That's a statement, but maybe you heard the same, so I just wanted to.
I know I
throw
didn't
up the
hear,
ball.
but I'm happy. That's good. That's
Oh,
good news.
okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Nice.
Very
So, but what do you mean? You mean for the channel, for Turin Giants?
No,
for
Juventus.
renewal.
Juventus.
But I didn't get it. I was like, what are you saying? No, but you say
no.
we have a chance to talk with Weston McKennie when we go back for Istanbul. I don't know where
No.
we want to talk about. And then you say, like, you know more people than I do. I say, yeah, but I don't understand why,
Yeah, no. He doesn't want to talk to us.
Okay.
I already
This
DM'd
is
him.
No.
contract extension.
McKennie follows us on Instagram. He may be. You never know. So
He does.
he does. Yeah.
Okay, so Weston, if you're watching, go
Firma.
to the channel of Turin Giants for a private interview.
Hey, I'm in Texas.
Yeah.
When you're home, you swing on by and we'll do an interview. I was gonna say, and I know you're exiting, Beppe, but I just wanted to say, and over the last several months, we've been doing this. A lot of your frequent guests who I recognize in chat have been coming and being a part of our lives and commenting on our videos and something, and everyone has been absolutely wonderful. And so I just wanted to take a second, because we're getting closer to our goal of 1,000, to thank the many people in this chat right here for joining our lives and participating in our videos and clicking subscribe and doing this stuff, support us. And it means a lot to us. We're obviously a much smaller channel, and it means just the world that y'all have been so welcoming and participatory, if that's even a word, with our content. So thank you.
People are super happy. Again, it's a pity that I was not able to be there in Turin together with you, Zach, because I met Kevin, Fred, Farad already. But we can only postpone it, and it will eventually happen. Grazie a tutti. Like Sir Raz is writing in the chat, don't forget to go and to subscribe to their YouTube. Grazie Sir Raz, grazie Amazzako, Neven, grandissimo, omicidio. And by the way, Neven, fantastically edited video. Can I put it again on the thumbnail? Is really great, but especially the video edit is great. So if you have 30 minutes, guys, watch this one. Me and Zach, me and Haj doing it really nice. This is this.
Do you remember what that face was for? Do you remember when I made that face, Beppe?
Sergio Ramos.
Yeah, Sergio Ramos. Oh my God.
Come.
I'm so glad. Now
So
there's
it's because of you.
you.
It's because of you. Look what I have here. Since the first time that we started with the Turin, no, with the lives, the Juve talks, it was the really first time. I prepared the coach, I
I
prepared the contract. But you see, it's funny because I didn't remove them. Uh, that this was Mercato in, this was Mercato out. Guardiola wanted him. Juve will explain what happened. I'm still waiting for that one. Kolo versus Dusan. The contract. It's always the same, guys. It's always the same. You move the years. You change sometimes a bit the faces, but it's always the same thing that we're speaking about. Grazie a tutti. Ci vediamo giovedì prossimo. We see each other Thursday together. But of course, follow them. Follow us. We see each other soon. Ciao.